Hi, Bashar.
And a you good day.
I know what my passion is, and I've been working with it for about 12 years.
All right, and may I remind you and everyone, when you use it in a singular way, it doesn't mean it has to be just one thing. Passion can express itself in any number of ways. If it is focused in one thing for now, that's fine. Please continue.
It is focused in several different things. It's
All right.
manifested several different
All
ways.
right.
Magically, I had wild success in the beginning.
Yes.
And then I made some changes in my life
Yes.
to be more authentic.
Yes.
And the changes were difficult. And
If you say so.
Yes. And now I'm finding it hard to work with my passion.
If you say so.
Yeah.
Well, you must have some kind of an assumption of what that's supposed to look like that clearly isn't accurate. Because if you are a new person, you may need a different way of working with it. You may just be attempting to do things in the old way, but you're no longer that person. So you mastered it on that level, but when you change and become a different person, you need to open up to the possibility that there may be a different way you need to go about it, and not just do it the way that the old you used to, because you're not the old you anymore.
I feel like I've been doing it even far superior than how I did it before. And I feel like my message is stronger and needs to be heard.
Yet you just expressed that you have some kind of an expectation that doesn't seem to be being fulfilled.
It's not being fulfilled.
And what is the expectation? Can you be specific?
I want to be doing my passion and be gratified with it in however way it manifests. Like it manifested before in stand-up.
Yes.
And
all right, I'm going to stop you.
Yes.
If you are acting on your passion, as you said, to the best of your ability, and you are okay with whatever the manifestation is, then how can you not be fulfilled?
Because I'm not able to survive the way I was before.
Why should you survive the way someone else was before, since that's not you?
Because my savings is running out.
Yes.
And
so maybe it's time to start saving something else.
Like what?
Well, let's explore that.
Okay.
Can you describe one thing that you act on that is representative of your passion?
Writing.
Writing. All right. Writing what?
I write for myself, stand-up, and I write movie scripts. I had a movie that went to Sundance that I was in.
Yes.
And I write television shows.
All right. Now, do you do it just because that's what excites you, with no insistence and no assumption that it actually has to come to fruition in any other way? Or is there an expectation there that something else must happen with the writing?
Sometimes I'm writing with people or for jokes, but other times I'm doing automatic writing with people where it's just fun and getting...
Then there should be no difference between the two. You're making a difference where none needs to exist.
When I do collaborate and write with other people, it is fun. I feel in the zone and my passion is working.
Then why did you make the difference in your description?
Because when I'm writing with somebody else, I know that they and I have the intention to sell it. But if we are having fun doing it.
So what?
Well, that was why I made the
But what I'm telling you is you need to have no such intention.
And I actually, when I do that, I actually do have more fun than when I'm doing the automatic writing.
Well then.
But I'm not, it's not, I used to, the old me made a lot of money doing.
All right. Well, would you rather go back to be the old you?
Sometimes. I mean, no.
You can.
I can.
Of course you can. But is that where you actually prefer to be?
You know, sometimes I really am like, did I make bad decisions? Should I have stayed where I was? Because I was more gratified.
Right. So maybe what that's telling you is that you need some kind of an amalgamation between the idea of the old you and the idea of the new you. And you need to find a way to allow both to be in balance with one another so that you can shift back and forth in ways that you need to, when you need to allow certain things to be manifest according to the state of being that is representative of each of those versions of you. You may need to figure out a way to allow both of those to, in a sense, coexist, rather than attempting to eliminate one and replace it wholly with another. You may need a third definition that is a combination of the two.
Ah, I like that.
So why not explore the idea of how you might be able to allow some of the aspects of the so-called old you and some of the aspects of the so-called new you to create a third identity that contains aspects of both in ways that work for you in their timing of expression. How about that?
I like that.
All right, so be the creative writer and use your skill to write about what kind of a person that would be and what kind of a reality that person would have. And then you might use that as a permission slip to allow you to become more familiar with what it means to be that third identity, rather than attempting to flip back and forth between the two, fuse them into a new identity that contains whatever attributes are workable for the new you. Just because we talk about people shifting doesn't mean you have to necessarily always let go of something that worked for you. You can incorporate it if it still does, but you can also allow new things to happen, but trust the timing to show you when you need this technique or that state of being or this state of being, and it's still all part of the new third identity. Yes? It's a more holistic way of understanding this, rather than creating that split and separation so strongly that may be confusing you and tripping you up.
Okay. I feel like I live very authentically.
I understand. But the point is you're not necessarily creating a definition of what authenticity might mean for the identity you actually need to have. You may still be thinking, well, I'm authentic here and I'm authentic there, but it may not be authentic for the third identity.
So you definitely think I need the third identity?
Well, that's what I'm hinting at.
Okay.
It's up to you to decide if that works for you, but reading your energy, it would seem from our perspective that that would be a workable solution. Okay. You need to be a third identity that is a combination of the other two.
Do you feel like I need to change my name?
Why did you ask such a question?
Because I have a friend who is a branding genius, and he thinks I should be called by my middle name.
Which is what?
Primrose.
How do you feel about that?
I think I like Jackie better.
All right, that's fine. It's up to you. Again, remember, no matter what anyone suggests, including us, it's up to you to use what you believe works for you and leave the rest behind. It's up to you. But we have given you a suggestion. It's up to you to decide whether that's something that seems to work for you. You seemed fascinated by the suggestion, which may be an indication that there is something there for you, but it's still up to you to decide exactly how much of that and in what way you might possibly incorporate our suggestion in your energy state. It's completely up to you. You're a writer, write the story that works for you.
Okay.
But we've given you the biggest hint we can.
Okay, write the story that works for you.
There are no shoulds.
Okay.
I'm not telling you what to do.
All
I'm
right.
telling you what might be possible and probable for you that might be more in alignment with who you truly are. But it's up to you to create the details of the story based on those ideas that works best for you.
Do you think I should...
Doesn't matter what I think.
Is the third aspect of me an alien?
No. You may incorporate some of what you might call some of your extraterrestrial vibrational connections into the third identity, but it's you. It's just another version of you you haven't quite invented yet. Okay. It's a character you haven't fully written. Get writing. Okay. That character that is the third identity, that is a combination of the best aspects of the you used to be and the you wish to be.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Fuse the two into something new and whole. Not a collection of parts, not a conflict within itself, but something wholly different.
Okay.
All right? That's the end of that story for now.
Hello.
And a you good day.
Good day.
One moment. A last item for the last person. Things will unfold. I know that's a little cryptic, but that's the way it comes. Just remember, things will unfold. That's all you need to remember for now. Please proceed.
Okay. So I basically I'm living my passion. I create abundance.
You sound so excited when you say that.
Yeah.
I'm living my passion.
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
creating abundance.
So my question basically is, what do I do in the, like, okay, so I have a business, I delegate, I have employees, but
Yes.
and I do what I'm passionate about, and I can
Do you do it in the way you are passionate to do it? Where you are passionate to do it?
Yes.
With whom you are passionate to do it?
I basically can't exist unless I would be in bed sleeping if I wasn't passionate about what I was doing.
All right, so
But there's aspects to what I do.
there's that but.
Yes, there's aspects like that they're saying that I have to be at, like a staff meeting.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to be at the staff meeting.
Why not?
I feel
Why not?
Because I don't care.
About what?
I'm like, I don't know. I really don't. I know I should care what everyone is doing, but I kind of don't.
Is it your business?
It's my business, yes.
Why don't you care what everyone is doing?
Because...
Why isn't that part of your excitement? To know what others are doing? Because you've dressed it with a definition that isn't exciting?
No, it's not exciting. Like
Because you've dressed it with a definition that's not exciting? Is there a definition that can you even imagine the possibility of a way of looking at that staff meeting that might actually be exciting? Is that even possible?
If everyone told me that they were making tons of money for me, it would be very exciting. I would love a staff meeting.
Well, then I
like
would
that.
suggest that when you go into the staff meeting, you ask everyone at the table to suggest to you that they're making tons of money for you. And then it will be more exciting for you.
I think they would quit because they're not the ones who are generating the money. I mean, they're doing...
I didn't say they had to be. You told me that it would be more exciting if they simply told you that they were. So I'm suggesting that when you go into a staff meeting, you allow them to just tell you that, if that will make it more exciting for you. It doesn't mean that they have to actually be doing it.
So they could maybe tell me ideas of how to make more money.
Why not?
Right.
Would that make it more exciting?
Well, the thing is they're
Yes.
talking about what they've done for the day and what they have, like, for the week, and
well,
what
then
they
how
need
about
to do
what
for the
they
week.
can do in the future? How about going in that direction? What exciting ideas do you guys have for where we're headed as opposed to where we've been? Would that be more exciting? Yes, no, maybe?
I mean, I don't know.
Are you really, really dead set against allowing the staff meetings to be exciting? You really refuse
I really don't
it?
want to go. I'd rather someone else run them.
You're not paying attention.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the way you feel now. Are you dead set against exploring the possibility that it could be exciting? Are you refusing to allow it to be exciting?
No, I would like it.
Then would it be more exciting if they were engaging you in conversations about where you could be heading as opposed to where you've been? It's a simple question.
Yes, that would be great.
Would that be more exciting?
Yes.
All right. What else would make a staff meeting more exciting for you?
Maybe...
Bless you.
I don't know, having music on or not...
Are you guessing, or would that do something for you that would help? Make it more exciting? Yes? No? Come on.
I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean,
you know what?
What?
You need to use your imagination more.
Okay.
You are not allowing yourself to really be free with your imagination. You're stuck in a box that you've put yourself in about how you think things have to be done, and by thinking that way, you are making your reality less exciting than it could be, and that's why you're finding these things to be not exciting, because you're not willing to design them in ways that actually would be more exciting, because you're not using your imagination, because you think for some reason that that can't work. You're in a box of conditioning.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's things like if you want to eat a lot, you have to work out. I'm not really passionate about working out.
Again, you are making all sorts of assumptions and all sorts of conditions and all sorts of rationalizations that are not necessarily true. You're setting yourself up to be disappointed by the way you're framing the way you look at things.
Right.
That's what you're doing. You need to get in touch with the fact that you have all of these definitions within you that simply don't work. And you're treating them as if they're facts, and they're not, as we said earlier. You need to really dig in and find this pile of definitions that you've filled your head with, that you think are facts that can't be changed.
So what's an exercise to find those definitions?
You ask yourself in any situation, what would I have to believe is true in order to feel the way I do about this circumstance? And if you're willing to find the answer, then it will come in some way, shape, or form. You need to have this kind of an imagination process to find out what the definitions are, or you could work it from the other angle and ask yourself, well, if I actually did allow myself to believe it was possible to move forward with this thing in the most exciting way that I could, what am I afraid might happen? That's another way sometimes to find out what negative definitions are, because so many of you are used to being in fear, so you might as well use it to your advantage. So why not start these imagination exercises and see what you come up with? You may surprise yourself at how many different ways you could actually approach the things in your business that would be far more fun for you than the way you're doing it now. You are limiting yourself and shackling yourself with outdated definitions that simply don't work for you. That's all you're actually saying. That's why these things aren't exciting, because you're not coming up with exciting ways in which you could be doing them, which means you're not fulfilling the definition of actually acting on your excitement, like we said. Does that help?
Yeah, that helps.
All right.
And that kind of answers the second question, because I think I'm acting on my highest, because I'm creating and I'm selling and I'm making money and I have everything I want.
Full action according to the full definition. Therefore, if you're only acting on it partially, how can you expect a reflection that is anything but partial? Just physics. What you put out is what you get back.
Okay.
So you need to act on it more holistically, like I said. Not only doing what excites you, how it excites you, where it excites you, with whom it excites you. You need to be the inventor of how things would appear more exciting. Now, yes, I'm not saying that you can't finally, ultimately determine that certain things might truly not be representative of your excitement. And if that's truly the case, then your excitement can also be used to attract those who will do the things that truly don't excite you, and that will be part of your excitement, to have those people doing those things. But the first duty you have to yourself and to your staff is to make sure you are not the one dampening your excitement with definitions that are out of alignment with it. So that's your job, is to make sure you're not coloring things to make them seem less exciting than they could be. Yes?
Yes.
Then you will be being responsible to your staff to actually be the leader you need to be, by making sure that you're clear about what really is and isn't representative of your true passion and excitement, because you won't be shortchanging yourself by buying into definitions that simply have nothing at all to do with what you could be experiencing. You need to clean out your attic of those definitions.
Okay.
All right?
All right, last thing. So I am able to manifest. I visualize and I make a lot of things
Of course you are.
happen.
You're always manifesting something, even if it's what you don't prefer.
Right. So I do a lot of visualizations, but which means that I'm constantly in the future, thinking of what?
No. This is the way you use visualization, as we have said before. You can have a symbol that represents the ideal outcome. Looking at the symbol and all the things in it that you have arranged as a picture, a visualization of that so-called ideal outcome, is for the purpose of getting you into the excited state that you feel when you look at that visualization. But as soon as you're in the excited state, you have to completely, utterly drop the picture and just be open to what higher mind will match to the vibration of your excitement. And no matter how it looks and what it is, you have to know that that is the next thing that absolutely serves you best. You have to let go of the visualization utterly. Because you see, what you're not getting yet is that that visualization that your physical mind is capable of conjuring is extremely limited. Your higher mind could actually bring you something many times greater than your physical mind is capable of imagining. So when you think that the visualization is the ultimate outcome, it's actually not in most cases. So when you understand that by holding on to that image and having that to be the outcome is actually limiting what could be happening, you will finally drop it very rapidly and let your higher mind actually bring you what could be experienced as many times better than what your physical mind was capable of imagining. Because as we have said, what to the physical mind may seem to be the ceiling, to the higher mind is just the floor, and it goes up from there. Let it work with you. Don't shut your higher mind out by having a physical mind that insists it knows what's best. You know nothing of the sort. You know nothing of the sort of what would actually be best for you. You actually don't know. And that's the beginning of wisdom and self-empowerment. To know that you don't really know what really needs to happen to serve you best. You can have symbols of it, and you can get yourself in the proper state to receive it, but that's all you need to do. You don't need to control anything else. Surrender is not giving up control. Surrender is allowing the control you already have to be expressed in a natural and automatic way.
So when it becomes obsessive, that's my key, that my physical mind is, because like I have like a laser vision, that's all I'll think about. Your
physical mind then has too tight of a grip and is actually squeezing the life out of your passion.
Right, because I'm not present.
Exactly. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.